And what we have here is that the top panel and the bottom panel have cracked. You can see that the damage has gone all the way through to the outside. What happens here is when the garage door opens all the way up, it sags downward towards you and it causes damage to the hinges. Damage to the hinges means the garage door has nothing to hold it up. And that's exactly what happened here. The hinge broke completely off. And on the top side, this one happened and it snapped because there was too much weight due to the sagging from these cracks here. What you normally and generally do is you replace it with a giant bar like this one all the way across from one end to the other. This is a 2-car garage door. However, the damage is only done on one panel here, top, and the one panel on the bottom. So really I only need support from here all the way across to here. That's 8 feet. You can use these bars that you can find at Home Depot or Lowe's. Okay, they're slotted angle bars. 18 gauge is good because they don't bend very easily at all. And these are zinc, so they're very strong enough to support everything that I need. I'm gonna replace this one with a slightly bigger hinge, but everything's gonna line up just the same as it would have with a normal one. So I've put up the bar, and right now it's just finger tight so that I can slide it wherever I need to, and line up the best fitting holes. If you can line up all 3, that's fine. If not, you're gonna need to drill another hole so that it lines up to one of them. And your best bet is to do one of the ends where you'll actually hit something. So I've got a metal bit here and I'm gonna drill through there. Okay, I've marked where I'm gonna start my drilling, and I'm gonna use a piece of wood to support the back so that I don't hit the garage door. There's my new hole. Lines up perfectly with the old hinge, and we should be good to go. I can add a washer on there, but I won't need to. If I was a lot closer to the other hole here and had no support, then yeah, I would add a washer so that it has something to keep this tight to the garage door. Now everything's tightened up, all 3, and we did tighten everything up to the top hinge screw. And now we're gonna work on the bottom one so that it doesn't continue to happen. Looking good so far. Took off all the screws, and I like to have the L support on the bracket on the closest to the hinge. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the bottom one. I'm gonna put the L support of the bracket closest to the hinge so that there's more rigidity towards the center of where the break is happening and more support in that specific area. If I put it the other way, the support would go further from the damage. And I'm gonna basically took off all 3 of the screws from the bottom. And what I'm gonna do is start lining up so that the far end, the middle, and the right side all end up closest to the holes as possible. So there's a sticker here, but I can still see where the hole is. And I can see that on the far end over there, the hole is lined up. We're gonna need to do the same thing over here. We're gonna need to drill through there, put a wood backing so that I don't hit the door. If you are able to slide a little bit and line all 3 up, that would be ideal. We'll see if that can be possible first. So for up here, you can see I drilled a new hole for this one. The bottom one I was able to just adjust and angle this one in towards the original hole a little bit better. And I didn't need to put any new screw holes. And that's it. Garage door's fixed. All right, and here's the finished product. Let's see if there's any sag on the door. Holds up good. Bars are doing what's intended, and you saved yourself a couple $100 getting one of these long bars and a garage door repairman to your house. So now the part of the panel that was cracked right here, which went all the way through, also needed some repairs. So I took the old hinge, I drilled a hole on the top so that it wouldn't interfere with the top part, and I put some nuts in the back, washers in the back, and tighten them up using a socket screwdriver, trying to do it by hand, and some pliers in the back to hold the nut that's behind here. This gives us a finished product where the door doesn't sag, and this is what it looks like now. So the door's going up, and here's where we would start seeing the damage. Goes up nice and smooth, no sag, thanks to that support that we've added. Very minimal effort home repair for a working garage door.